Would I mind if my children had a stepfather? Woo, man, it's a big question. And a lot of men fear that term, stepfather for their children. The thing is, man, it's a lot that goes along with that. And we're going to talk about it on today's episode. And I appreciate you guys coming to the video today, clicking that link that you seen in your timeline. And you said, hey, I want to know what this guy's talking about. I don't think I will be cool with my children calling another man dad or stepdad or whatever, I appreciate you guys coming to the video. Please make sure that you hit that like button. It helps share the video around YouTube. Hit that subscribe button if you're finding my channel for the very first time. I am Dutch the Creator. But we're going to be talking about it. Do I mind my children having a stepfather? First of all, it is not my decision. We got to understand that first. I have a new woman in my life. I've been divorced for about a year now, and I do have a woman in my life. And, I introduced her to my my stepchild. Yeah, my oldest is my stepchild. So I was on the other end of that spectrum almost 20 years ago. But I introduced her to her. I introduced her to my two biological children, and I introduced her to my ex-wife. And I wanted to make sure that happened, because my father always told me, if your significant other, and y'all get a divorce, make sure that you get to know that man. So I created the opportunity for her to get to know my new woman, my lady in my life. Shout out to her, baby. I love you. Been through everything with me throughout this whole ordeal after my divorce, and I appreciate you all the time. But the thing is, man, how do I feel if my ex-wife was to meet someone? I'm going to do exactly what my father told me to do. He said, look, make sure you get to know that man, because that man is going to be around your children. That man is going to be a father figure to your children. And I have no problem with that. I understand the complexities of life in America right now and how family dynamic goes, okay? I was a stepfather, like I said. I fathered a child that was not mine. I met her at 3 years old. She's almost 21 years old right now. So I understand the complexities of that. Her father never tried to get to know me. I could have been doing anything with his daughter, but he never cared to find out. But me, we ain't doing that, player. We're going to go get some drinks. We're going to go play pool. I'm going to know who you are because I have teenage daughters. I have a grown daughter. I have a 10-year-old, 15-year-old, and a 20-year-old, So at the end of the day, fathers think about this. This is what fathers think about. The worst case scenario is you molesting or R-wording my daughter, period. That's what we think. And from a woman's perspective, with a new woman, their worst fear is the woman disrespecting their children, But in my case, yeah, if my new lady disrespects my children, I'm there as a man. I'm there. I'm gonna put a stop to it. But you can't necessarily put a stop to what this guy is going to do in your household. He can switch up. And a lot of women don't like to show that they made a bad mistake with, dealing with this guy. So they'll keep it away. Or they just probably don't want this guy to die because they know if they tell their ex-husband or ex-boyfriend or baby daddy, he's going to kill this guy. So a lot of things can transpire. It's a different dynamic when it comes to a man in the household with my children. So yes, I will make it my business to get to know him. And if he decides that he don't want to get to know me, it's going to be some problems. I'm not going to say that on YouTube, but it's going to be some problems. And it's not going to be good for him. Period. That's how I look at another man coming into my children's lives. It's not it's a hard pill to swallow. We can't stop our ex-wife or our baby mother from talking to any guy. We can't stop that. But that's when your decision making comes into play. I believe my ex-wife is a very vigilant woman. She protects those children to the nth power. And she's one of the greatest mothers I ever seen in my life. She's amazing. So I don't think I would have problem with who she chooses to, date and introduce to the children. And I'm sure they are not going to meet my children for a long time. It took me a long time to meet my stepdaughter. You know what I mean? So I'm entrusting in her that she make that right decision. But like I said, at the end of the day, I'm still going to get to know this man. Have you guys ever been through that situation? Do you get to know the guy that your ex-wife or baby mother deals with? Tell me about that scenario. Tell me about that situation. Tell me about that experience in the comments section. I appreciate you guys coming to the video again. Please make sure that you share these videos. You never know who may need this information or just to ponder this question. Do you mind another man fathering your children as a stepfather? Like I always say, people, make sure that your responsibility is your priority and make sure that you always love your children. That's what this platform is all about. Some videos just popped up on your screen. It goes more in depth in the channel and asks a lot of other questions as well. Peace. Y'all be safe. I'll catch you on the next episode. I'm out.